Northwest in Chicago. For information regarding two tickets, call 1-888-THE-KICK or 847-526-0686 for ticket information. Along with Sensei Gerald Jackson today, we have Rita Magnani assisting today's kickboxing segment for an overall workout. We also have Sieber and Dietrich in the youth-focused part of self-defense. Along with that, today's show, we'll also be showing you some intermediate to advanced knife defense and some club defense. As usual, please be aware, be prepared when you're utilizing these techniques or what you see on the show. Be careful. Don't get out there and chance it. Make sure you understand what you're doing, how to shift, how to angle, and wear the proper equipment. Things that came up, let me see. We had recently a Kick Drugs Out of America show. Kick Drugs Out of America was held at the Rosemont Horizon. We had over, I would say, close to 10,000 people in attendance. We had over 24, total, I believe, of 26 schools participating in 5-minute demonstrations throughout the whole day. It was an all-day event. Kick Drugs Out of America is put together by Mr. Chuck Norris. Mr. Chuck Norris put together this program to help kids get out of drugs, get off drugs and get out of gangs. It's a very strict program. We're trying to bring this program into the Illinois area. As it is, I believe the show, at the point of the demonstration, we have raised over $150,000. I believe it's more close to $200,000 that we raised for kids, needy kids, to help them along in a martial arts program and get them out of the gangs and off the drugs. Anybody interested in this program can contact Mr. Fred Dagerberg, who was a great influential part, along with Mr. Tom Tooley and Mr. Scott Kuiper. Mr. Fred Dagerberg can be reached at the Dagerberg Academy in Chicago. Mr. Tom Tooley can be reached at the American Academy in Naperville. Mr. Scott Kuiper, I believe, can be reached in Carroll Stream, Illinois. Anyways, besides that, we had a great turnout. Everybody enjoyed themselves. We talked about safety tips. We talked about how to prevent getting yourself involved in gangs and stay off of drugs and influential gang members. As usual, this is Gangi saying, be aware, please be prepared. Thank you and enjoy the show. Take it away. As you all know, and this is my assistant today, Sensei Gerald Jackson, promoter of Kickboxing Extravaganza, coming up July 26th. Today's self-defense sequel, we're going to show you some of the advanced knife, I should actually say intermediate to advanced knife techniques. When you're practicing these techniques, make sure you're going to the basic state of knife defense. You must have your shifting down, your hand coordination down, and you must also have your whole attitude set for sidestepping, backstepping, angle stepping, deflecting away, not just standing there with your feet glued to the ground. Again, knife defense is not something to be taken lightly. When you're working knife defense, make sure you're using either a rubber knife or you're using a comb or you're using a wooden knife. Do not practice these techniques with an actual live knife until you're way high into your black belt status, because you will get cut. Even in practice, there are accidents might happen. After club defense, we'll be showing you some of after knife defense, we'll be going to club defense. When you're using the club defense, again, same principle applies. Be aware of your positioning as according to your opponent. Your shifting ability should be down by now. Moving in and out, moving with speed, accuracy, hitting the trigger points in the body to make the person either release the knife or the club, depending on what he's attacking with. We're going to start off with knife defense. Sensei Gerald, we're going to give you some. He's going to take you with some straight lows, some straight highs, some outside slashes, inside slashes, overhead slashes. We're going to start off with straight defense. That's it, Joe? Okay. Just step back there. Take out the knife. Okay. On guard position with the knife. Sensei Joe's going to, first of all, show you the straight and staff, low position. Coming in. Boom. What I want to do is I want to move out of the way. So as the knife attack comes in, I'm shifting my body out of position. Whether I deflect again, low, okay, shift back a little more, or come in again, deflecting with the left hand, come in again, deflecting with the right hand. Okay. What you're going to work now, as he comes in low again, I'm going to deflect down, go down, jamming with the elbow, slight hand trap, elbowing the top of the shoulder, bicep, followed with a knee to the hip joint to take him out of position. So again, when he comes in low, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Next, he's going to come in a high straight position. Okay. High straight, again, I'm deflecting. As he comes in, deflecting the forearms. I'm going here, deflecting off of the stun, with my foot to the knee, come in, jamming the elbow, coming back to control position. At this point, by cranking back in his elbow, the knife should pop out of his hand. Okay, now I can go into a controlling motion, okay, which is a choke. Now here, I can use my knees for the kidneys. I can use my knees for the back of his thigh, take him down. Nice again. Yeah. Straight high again. 1, 2. I can choose to also go to the inside, breaking the elbow, releasing. Hitting with a knife hand, destroying the bicep, grabbing, knee to the body or groin, then a final release, knee to the face, and I'm out of it. Release that again. Different variation in the high. 1, 2. From this position again, I can either choose to go inside, or I can choose to come back to a controlling set. Okay. Outside slash, jamming to the inside. Again. Now, I'm not going to move, but watch how he slices. That's going to come across my neck. Okay, so I don't want to, come in again slow please, step back, because that knife is going to drag across my wrist. Okay? If I stand here and I use a traditional block, yes, I'll block the arm, but the knife will cut my throat or slash my face. So I do, when he comes in, I'm going to become part of that circle. Destroying the wrist and the bicep, cutting the neck, hitting the groin, breaking the elbow, making sure it's dislocated, then my elbow comes back to move him away from me and reset in position. Okay, coming again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, 6, I'm out. Okay. Destruction with the hands on the outside slash slow. Jamming the forearm, destroying bicep, hitting the pectoral muscle, breaking the jawline, hitting the groin, setting the back elbow, and then just basically pushing him away from me. By that time, I think he should be down and out. Reverse slash, jamming the arm. Again, on the reverse slash, as he comes across, I'm going to become part of that circle. Jamming, trapping. From here, I got choice of knee to thigh to slowing him up, coming around to control position, just like we did with the other variation. I'm going to make sure that his knife drops when I pop the elbow back. Drops the knife again, I go back to my control choke set. Now from here, as you'll see, he'll come up, knee will come either into his tailbone, or he'll go into his kidney, and I can bring him down to the ground if I have to for total control. Okay. Another variation we'll have is what we call an in-tight situation. In the basic variation, we showed you defense in the previous show where the opponent is not controlling you with one arm. Now, he's going to come up and control me. Now, I got a situation here where I'm not that free to swing around because he can guide me to the knife with the upper hand. So I have to do is I have to get his mind off that grip. How I do that? As I come up with my left hand to guide the knife away from my neck, my vertical fist takes the breath out of him. Eagle claw the wrist, eagle claw the throat. From here, knee to the groin, destruction of the bicep. Again, go to the wraparound, knee to the body, knee to the head. And they'll say, well, how fast do I have to do this? Your initial movement should be your quickest. So basically here, he's got me here, I would have to talk to him. Hey, what do you want? Why do you want to cut me? What have I done to you? Boom! Right. As soon as he talks, I'm hitting. I want to get his mind off the cut and try to get him to talk. So I was going to say, hey, what do you want, man? Boom! Hit the solar plexus, got the throat, knee, destruction of the bicep. Reset. 1, 2, and knee out. Okay. On the reverse angle, okay, he has on this side. Now the problem here is that he can pull and push. Very dangerous situation. Again, I want to get away from the cut angle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to deflect my left hand to the inside of my body as the motion comes into the body. So, excuse me a second. So the motion is, boom. You see this a lot in your kung fu forms and in cut out that point where one hand blocks the knife. Saying, well, what is he doing with that? Well, basically, simply, what I'm doing is I'm going to go 1, 2, hit the solar plexus. I'm going to come up and guard his elbow so there's no cutback. Reset the break, break the wrist, and here I have my heel to drive right into his face from this position. So again, as his face to got in here, again, I have this done again. 1, 2, jam, 3, set, breaking the elbow, go to the floor. Here, I can kick back up into his face. Okay. Now let's go. Fine sense again with the knife. Come in straight high, straight in behind. Overhead guide to the groin. Okay. Overhead high again. Side step, kick in the groin. Okay. Overhead high again. Jamming, guiding the knife back into your opponent. Now, what you got to watch for this is, coming again, that you don't square up the knife where they could cut the back of your elbow. What you want to do is he comes overhead, I'm going to jam slightly away from him and guide the knife back into his body and then bury it. The last one we're going to work on is from behind. This was asked about. This is usually asked all the time. Is what happens when your opponent gets in the back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to simply jam down, back trap the elbow. I hit the groin. I retrap the arm, step out, knee as often as I have to until he drops it. Again. Basically here, my movement is 1, 2, set, 3. If I have to follow up, I have many variations go. Okay, it's enough on knife defense. That's the joke. Can you get the call from me, please? I'll put the knife on stage. Okay. Now, club defense, same variation. The only thing now is I can wrap that club. He comes in overhead. I can jam to the inside, wrap, throwing destruction, and I end up with the club in my arm. Okay, outside swing. Jam to the inside, neck, groin, arm. Again, I have the club out. I can work the knee. I can work the head area. Reverse club action. 1, 2. Do a winding, release. I end up with the club again. So in the intermediate level, no matter how you look at it, I end up with the club. Coming overhead again. Trapping, hitting, again. Winding on the club. Okay, outside in. Trapping, hitting, stunning, popping the elbow. I end up with the club again. Reverse action, jamming, retrapping, spin, elbow, and I end up with the club again. Right. Okay. Okay, now, again, as we always stated, with the knife defense, move, shift, put some space between you. If you kept, at all possibility in a knife fight, if you could run away from it, run away from it. Don't be out there and be a hero. I don't care if you're a 10-degree black belt, 15-degree black belt, or a white belt. You know, don't be like these great movie stars because you know a couple of moves, you're going to defend yourself. It takes years of practice. If at all possible, walk away from the situation. But there's going to be a time where you have to defend yourself, and you have to be on the money. This doesn't mean you come to class once, twice a week. For this type of action, you need to come to class 3 to 4 times a week, or make it as often as possible. Okay, or at least have proper instruction with a proper instructor in these regards. Again, as Sheehan always says, be aware. Okay, 3rd-degree junior black belt, and on my left, we have Dietrich, 3rd-degree junior black belt. Today, I'm going to be showing you some team defense, some basic knife defense, some club defense. And you'll be able to base what they do in accordance to what we did in self-defense in the 90s with the adults. Primarily with the kids' defense, in regards to knife defense, we always tell them to walk away from it if at all possible. But there's going to be a time where your children are going to be faced with this situation. So all the kata in the world, all the proper discipline and everything about not getting into a fight is not going to matter. What's going to matter is whether your child can react to this situation or not. Again, this is not for everyone. Parents, be cautious. If you're watching this, make sure that you tell these kids not to practice this at home. Thank you. Okay, gentlemen, face me, out. Face each other, out. Okay. First, it's going to be Kyle, knife defense. Brian's going to attack him. You set, gentlemen? Okay, he's going to attack him with a straight in knife attack. Ready? Hey! Okay, can you do that one again, please? So what you're going to see is Kyle sidestep, go, kick, 1, 2, punch to stun, and armbar down to control. Okay? You do that fast, please. Yep. Okay. Next, Brian's going to attack with outside in slash. Kyle's going to step to the inside. Jamming, neck, groin, elbow destruction, take down for control. And finish. Again, ready? Set. Now one more time. Go. One, neck, groin, arm, take down, and finish. Okay. Next, Brian's going to attack Kyle with a reverse knife slash. Ready? Go. Jamming, controlling, pressing kick from the back angle. Okay, one more time, please. Next, Brian's going to attack with an overhead angle. Reshift a little bit more this way, please, so we're staying in the camera, okay? Okay. Brian's going to attack with an overhead angle attack with the knife. Do it slow first, please. You know what he's doing is he's jamming the elbow away from his body, striking the groin, and just basically running away. Okay, good. All right, face each other well. Okay, knife, please. I'm going to switch. I'm going to show you some basic club defense. First, we're going to work the overhead club. As the club swings downwards, do this slow first so people can see this. He steps in, jams him, reps the arm, hits the groin, comes back with an elbow strike to the face. Boom. You got to make sure when you guys are doing this, you rep the step, okay? Let's go medium speed. Go. Jamming, repping, face, groin, elbow. Okay, good. Do a little bit faster. Okay, now, that's overhead strike. Now, Kyle's going to attack with an outside-in movement. Ready? Step into the inside. Very similar to knife defense, so we don't get totally confused. He tries to do a double elbow strike. Very good. Shift to the end. Shift this way a little more. Okay, let's do that one again. Jamming. 1, 2, 3. Elbow 1, elbow 2. Okay. Now, Kyle's going to attack with a reverse angle club attack. Jamming. Okay? And crescent kick from the outside. Okay? Let's do that one again. Ready? Go. 1, 2, and then 3. Boom. Okay, don't face me. Bow. Face each other. Bow. Okay. Put the club down. And I'm going to show you just some variation. We're going to call this some ad-lib self-defense. Kyle is going to punch at Brian for right hand or left hand. Brian's going to choose to sidestep on his own, whichever way he wants, and he's going to counter. Okay, ready? You're now going to reverse it. Brian's going to attack Kyle. Okay. Shift up a little more there. Ready? Kyle will attack again. Okay. Brian will attack. Okay. Again. 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 Good. All right. Face each other pop. Face me pop. Okay, good. Now for the next segment, what we're going to do is we're going to show you some of the intermediate katas that we work in our system. Brian's going to show you, I believe you're going to do a Roko Seisan, modify, and then Kyle's going to do Snake and Tiger. Okay, we're going to step off camera. Brian, okay, start from here, please. Okay, Roko Seisan. In the form Brian just did, we call that Roko Seisan. Thank you, Brian. Step off camera. Now Kyle's going to come back. Kyle is going to work snake and tiger form. Stand back a little more. Stand all the way back so the camera will be able to pick you up. That right there. Thank you, Kyle. Again, the basic forms, the forms, especially snake and tiger, especially see a lot of open hand techniques, a lot of high kicks, a lot of flash, a lot of movement, just like the tiger and snake. Where Brad did more of a traditional Roko Seisan or closed fisted form. Okay, we'd like to just show you now some of the variations you might find in self-defense when it comes to grabbing type defense. Okay, so now we're going to work on is Brian's going to be facing the camera here. Okay, in a race hands position. Kyle's going to do a rear bear hug. I'm going to show you some of the movements of a rear bear. Kyle, grab, demonstrate defense. Okay, do that one again, please. Go. Okay, good. Now, they're going to shift places, and what you do is jump around, get them in a short side headlock. Hey, go, side headlock. Down, you're going to reach back, grab, 1, 2. Okay, let's do that again, please. Go, side headlock, you know, going around, grab the hair, 1, 2. Done. Okay, face each other. And next situation, raise hand position, is Kyle's going to grab him in a double lapel grab. Show how to break out of it. Go. Down elbow. Again. Go. Grab. Trapping down elbow. Okay, good. Now Brian do a double hand choke to his neck. Okay. Jamming and coming back. No, it's a very simple movement. Again, one more time. He's just jamming down on the elbow and then coming back to the elbow. Okay. Next variation, what I want you to do is face each other and grab him with a double lapel grab. Show a different variation how you do it. Grab a double lapel grab. Go. Sit. Okay, that comes from the tiger movements. Again, grab, go. Dance. Sit. Okay, good. Now, get him in a front. Okay, grab him in a front bear hug. Go front bear hug. Jam him. Up. Break it through and kick it out. Okay, do that one again. Grab. Up. Break it through and kick it out. Now, another option you might see on this is grab him again. When he gets grabbed, he's going to bring his hands up from the outside, okay, and then he's going to knife in his ribs, then he's going to knee him in the groin area. Boom. Okay, show that position again. Go. Grab. Okay, again. Up, knife, and up. Okay. Good. Face each other, gentlemen. Fall up. I'd like to thank Kyle Sieber and Brian Dietrich, my apologies, for coming out and helping out on this show today again. Parents, please be aware that your children are doing martial arts, that they know what they're doing. Keep an eye on them. Don't tell them, yes, go practice on your own or whatever. Okay, it's an easy way for them to get hurt. Look for qualified instructors. There's too many instructors lately not teaching proper mechanics for the children. A lot of schools are opening up. They're opening up with the money value behind the martial arts and the kids involved in it. Be aware. They're there to learn an art. They're there to learn proper discipline and how to take care of themselves. Yes, it should be fun, but at the same time, it should be a learning environment. Be aware of studios that are opening up left and right, and again, in about 6 months, I keep saying that again, I don't know why again. In about 6 months, most likely adult instructors will be gone, and your money be gone, and your children might be gone, so be careful. This is Shihan Gangi signing off for Youth Focus. made you get into the promoting game?
Well, I've been involved in athletics ever since I was a little kid. And the past 10, 11 years, I've been training martial arts under you. I was driving home from work one day, trying to decide what I want to do, what I want to be when I grow up. And I said, okay, let me see what's it like to be a promoter. So I wanted to have everyone to come there, have a good time, and let's see how everything works out.
And where are you going to host these kickboxing matches at?
This is going to be at the Park West, July 26th. I'm expecting a great card. My headline is going to be Jason Quiet Riot Robinson. He's going to be fighting Troy Hollywood Hughes.
And what did you find out about this little match they got going? Everybody's talking about this.
Oh, it's going to be a great match. People are saying that will a riot break out in Hollywood? Or would Hollywood quiet the riot? That's going to be great to see what happens. We got a slick fighter, and then we've got a hard fighter. So it's going to be nice, contrast.
Well, what do you expect that's going to come out of this kickboxing extravaganza? What are your expectations on this?
I'm expecting everyone to come down, have a good time, watch the fights. After the fights, go out, enjoy themselves, and be careful. Yeah. A great time.
What makes it different being at the Park West and being out at some of these local locations you see kickboxing lately?
Well, the Park West, I want to bring it down to the city, where everyone can really have an option of going to a lot of different places afterwards, have dinner. If you're married, you and your wife can come together, go have a hotel, and just make a weekend out of it.
Great. So how long have you been involved in the martial arts again? I didn't quite catch it.
About 11, 12 years.
11, 12 years. Yeah, you're just a little junior guy at the time. Yeah, that's great. That's great. So we have tickets. For ticket information, I believe they could call the 1-888, the KICK, which is a toll-free number. Right. Or you could call the schools, which is at 847-526-0686. Anything else you want to add to this?
I want everyone to come out. It's going to be a great card. We've got fighters from all different martial arts schools around the area. We've got a couple guys coming from out of town. It's going to be great. We want everyone to come out and be candid. If you don't like it, let me know. But I'm sure you'll love it.
What about women fighters? A little trip on that, or a lot of people know about that.
Rita, one of the gorgeous women of kickboxing. She will be fighting in. It's going to be a great one.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to thank you for coming on the show. Good luck with the kickboxing extravaganza. I'm sure we'll see you there. Thanks a lot for your input.
Thank you very much. Hi, Mom. Hi, Kim.
Make sure you say hello to the whole family. Anybody else want to say hi to there?
Hello, family.
There you go. Okay, this is Shihan Joe. Magnani is going to be my assistant, showing you some drills combination with focus mitts, and then we're going to show you some heavy impact body pads. Kickboxing, lately it's the ongoing thing with cardio kicks, aerobic kickboxing, kickboxing kung fu, and there's many, many names here. It's a great workout. It teaches you self-defense. It is one of the toughest conditioning exercises you can find. It's basically aerobic and anaerobic at the same time. It works you from head to toes, and it really changes your attitude after you do a class. Primarily, if you're doing kickboxing training, you should do a minimum twice a week. We recommend that you should do it every other day if time permits. Your kickboxing workout should last no less than 45 minutes. You go anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour and a half of training. Included with kickboxing, besides just throwing the jabs, the kicks, the combinations, and the focus pads, you also have heavy bag work, double land work. You also have ring work. You really want to get into a ring, get the feeling of what a ring feels like. There's a lot of classes, which is aerobic kickboxing. Basically deals with no contact with another person. You're primarily just going through the exercise that a boxer or a kickboxer would do. Different level kickboxing, such as we do at our school in Wakanda, at the Wakanda Center, the Gangi Martial Arts and Fitness Center. We incorporate the aerobic kickboxing workout along with impact kickboxing and along with competition kickboxing, as you'll see on our July 26th show at the Park West. I believe Rita has to say something here.
Yes, I have to apologize to my mother and say hi for not saying hi on the last show. And hi to everybody else, my niece and nephew, Julia and Jerry.
Hi, Mom. Anyway. Okay, we're going to start off today. I'm going to show you some combinations. We did some of these before just to refresh your memory. Okay, set up again. We're going to work what's called a basic standard combination. So you're going to throw a jab, cross, hook, and an uppercut. Okay? Again, she sticks the jab with the lead hand, crosses over, hook the body, uppercut. Again, the knees are flexed at all times. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3. Now, that's a jab, cross, hook, uppercut combination. Now, you can also do a double jab, cross. Okay, good. Now, you got to watch, too, when you're doing the combination that the elbows are held tight. Show the elbows being out. Some people hold the elbows out there, and they show the jab, and people say, well, what can happen there? Well, what can happen there is your ribs are open. As the jab comes in, you get popped in the head. So you want to make sure that when you're doing this combination, the elbows are held inside, so you get a direct line from the chin to shoulder to the pad. The pad represents the individual's jawline, and so does the cross. Boom, come and cross. Okay. So now double jab cross. Again. Now you create a double hook. Again. Again. You go cross uppercuts. Again. Again. One more. Okay, good. All right. As our set is moving away from all the power that Rita's got here. Step up a little more. Okay. Now, next combination, she's going to show a single jab. So jab, same hand hook, and right hand over. Okay. So again, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Show from this side. And get a little different view from the camera. Go. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, you notice the word kick in boxing. So now, some of the combinations you can work on is throw a slow jab to a cross, please. 1, 2, then set up for a round kick. Okay. So again, set up, go. 1, 2, 3. Okay. One more. 1, 2, 3. The pads can be held low. Go. 1, 2, 3. Or the pads can be held high. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, that combination is single jab to lead side. Round kick. Okay. One more, go. Bam, bam. Okay. Again, go. 1, 2. Again, go. 1, 2. Okay, now, what you can do too is in this combination, you can jab, hit the lead leg, and then she's going to cross over with the right hand. So throw it slow. 1, 2, right hand over. And again, 1, 2, boom. So you got to understand what's happening here. When she throws the jab, you pop the jab, he goes down. Round kick is going to set him up, which sets up that right cross to the chin. So if you do that slow again, boom, pow, and then bam, comes across. Okay. Now, other combinations you can work on is, let's do the front kick, crescent kick, go. Front kick low, crescent, crescent, crescent back. Boom. Again, you have to excuse it, the footing is kind of weak on here. There, go. 1, go. 2, go. 3, go. 4. Okay, one more time. 1, go. 2, go. 3, go. 4. It's great for ladies, for your buttocks, and it's great to move in, and gives you all kinds of flexibility. Switch the other side. For those of you who are lefty, okay, you have go 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. My fault on that one. I come up fast now. Let's do one more time. Go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, nice combination. Again, when you're working this exercise, make sure that your knees are not locked up. If you're locking up and you come up with the legs, it's going to have a tendency to fall back. So you want to make sure your knees are flexed and you're ready to move at all times. And if you lock your knees on any kick, upon impact, you're most likely going to go in directly the opposite way. Okay, now, other things you can work on is what we call a double jab combination. She's going to set one low, one high. Okay? Now you have a low-high combination. One to the body, one to the head. Again, go low-high. Again, go low-high. Throw from this side. Then go low high. Again, low high. Again, low high. Okay, now you create a cross. You go low high cross. 1, 2, 3. Okay, back and back. That's all right. 1, 2, 3. Okay, set go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. Set go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now reset again. Now we're going to work on is what I call my term, which I call it digging. What is digging? like when you get with a shovel, you gotta really dig something up inside. When you're digging, she's gonna try it right uppercut, real tight. Boom. Okay, try it again. Boom. Try it again. Boom. Then she's gonna throw a right hook tight. Boom. Again, tight. Boom. Tight. Boom. Tight. Boom. Then she's gonna throw it right over, tight. Boom. Right over. Boom. Right over. Boom. Then right down. Boom. Right down. Boom. Right down. Boom. Okay, right uppercut, tight. Boom. Again. Boom. Again. Boom. She's gonna hook it. Boom. Hook it. Hook it. Boom. Boom. Right hand over. Boom. Okay, now left hand hook, tight. Boom. Again. Boom. Again. Boom. Then up. Boom. Up. Boom. Up. Over. Boom. Over. Boom. Over. Boom. Okay, so our term would say dig is you're basically up against the person, and you're gonna just work his uppercut, boom, into the body. Boom. Body. And you're gonna hook. Boom. Hook it up. Hook it up. And as you drop, it's just gonna work him right over the top. So when you're digging, you really have to keep everything in tight, and your power is going to come from the legs and the hip as she rotates the hip. Okay. Now, how are we doing? Good? Outstanding. With these slides, it's a great, it's a fantastic workout. Okay, now, other combinations you might see with the legs in kickboxing. Throw a front kick, please. To round kick. Yeah, front kick. Round kick. Okay, one more. Go. Front kick. Round kick. Okay, one more time. Go front kick, rock kick. Okay, now, step up front kick with the lead side. Go. Okay, again. 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 One more. Okay, great. Make sure you notice as she's coming up, she's pushing the hip into the movement, okay, and then snapping the foot outward into the body. Okay. Now, another great thing we show in kickboxing, which is fantastic for self-defense, is what we call jab to elbow and cross to elbow. So she throws the jab, then she turns it into an elbow, and then cross, elbow. This comes from what we call Muay Thai, okay? Muay Thai type movement. So again, jab, elbow, cross, elbow. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Do it slow first again. Do jab, she cocks and throws the elbow. 1, 2. Okay? And she's going to do this combination a little bit quicker. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Again, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now, give her about 30-second rest here. Okay. What we're going to work on next is what we call bobbing and slipping. So this is your bobbing and slipping is your ability to move under a punch, sideways from the punch. So your basically is going to float away, go on it. It's in a way what I call doing standing crunches. Now, what you want to do is some of our guest kickboxers have told you before, if the punch, throw like a right slow hook, please. You don't want to lean away, because if you lean away, and this is common. I mean, I've seen this a lot in my days from bouncing and guarding and everything. Somebody throws a punch, but they go, whoa, look where your body's at. She throws anything back, I'm going back. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is, rather than when she throws the hook, when I lean back, I'm going to flex my knees. I'm going to be right back where I want. Okay? Or I'm going to flex my knees, and look what's open. I got the ribs. I got here. She comes back to the left side. I go under. I could jam, hit the rib. I could hit the head. Okay. So now, combination, what she's going to do is she's going to go jab cross, bam, bam. She's going to go under 1, under 2, and then she's going to hook and hook. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, bam. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, bam. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, bam. Okay, now, slipping, or what I call angling, as my technique is coming straight in, she's going to basically just shift her head to the side or go under and go to the side. It's coming. Okay? And again, go. Again. 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 Okay, the hand comes out. I come out here. She can move to the side. Now she can spot whatever pressure. Working the ribs. Come back to the face. Come back right back to the head. Okay? If I kick, get inside, please. If I'm working a kick, she could basically do what we call a pat down, which means she's just going to slap it down and counter. Bam, bam, okay? So again, I'm here, bam, bam, okay? Again, here, bam, again, if the kick is high, she could deflect it with her elbow, boom, okay, that's a wiper whip. Deflect it with the elbow, up, boom, again, so she's using that elbow to punish my instep. 1, 2, and then countering back. Okay, 1, 2. She doesn't have to automatically come back with the leg. She can come back with her right hand. So she can go bam, bam. Right. Okay, so again. Boom, one more time. Go. All right, good. Okay, next we're going to go through a little impact work with the blue shields. Do a front thrust. Okay. 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 Full power round. Again. This could be delivered, to the face, solar plexus, or thigh, or brain. Again. One more. Okay. She could do a side thrust position or hit with the heel. Go side thrust. Go. Again. Again. And she could also, she could also set up what I call demonstrate slowly a spinning back kick. Straight line. Boom, comes to the line. Now she's setting it up, right now she's showing you basically what we call naked kicks at that. When we talk about naked, there's no fakes or nothing. Primarily, we're just demonstrating how the kicks are done for impact. Go. Okay. Throw hard. Go. One more time. Go. Okay, so in combinations, you can go front kick, round kick, side kick, back kick. Okay, let's show that again one more time. Okay, front, round, side, back, and she kicks me off the stage. Okay, so, okay. Also what we call lead side shifting, switch your right side. Okay, so off the right side, you don't have to, basically common, you'll see everybody fight off the left side forward. Okay, sometimes to mess with your opponent, what you're going to do is you're going to switch in your stand, do a standing switch, boom. You notice how she just changed up on her feet. Well, now what she's going to do is she's going to change up on her feet, then she's going to do a skip side kick with the lead side. Switch the other way, please. Okay, let's do this slow. Switch up, side. Okay, switch that again. Wait, switch up, side. Now as she switches, she's going to show a little fake with the hand. Okay, one more time. Again. Again. All right, good. Okay. Well, as you can tell, Rita got a great workout, and that's primarily only about 50 minutes. So imagine doing 45 minutes to an hour and a half of workout. It's a great workout. And primarily, we have a lot more women lately joining kickboxing groups. I mean, this is all over the country that we do have guys. So come on out, guys. And I don't see why everybody's laying back and so forth. So why don't you come out there, pick a kickboxing team, pick a kickboxing school, join, have some fun. It's great cardio workout. Conditioning, self-defense value, and the impact part. Plus, the stress relief is phenomenal. The ability to hit something, just let it out of your system. Again, we'd like to thank you, Ms. Rita Magnani, for being my assistant today. She did a great job. Hi, Mom, again. I'd like to say hi to my wife, Leanne, all the students at Gangi's Martial Arts Training Center in Wheeling. That's our new location. We have since moved from Prospect Heights to Wheeling at the AME Gymnastics Center. And everybody out there, you have any comments you'd like to send in, please send us a note. At the end of the show, you'll see a mailbox number, and we'll go from there. Again, this is Sensei. No, this is not Sensei. I used to be a Sensei. This is Sochihan Gangi saying thank you for kickboxing in the 90s and along with Sensei Gerald Jackson, and we're going to show you some of the quick point getters. We're going to show you a little bit about strategy and some of the quick change-up techniques that might come useful to you under the open tournament circuit. For those of you who do not understand what an open tournament circuit is, what it basically is, anyone from any school, any style, as long as they're been training under an accredited black belt, can come in and compete. Or if you're an accredited black belt, come in and compete. The point system that we use under the Midwest tournament circuit, directed by Mr. Tom Latuli, I should say Sheehan, my apologies. Shihan Letuli. We're allowed to sweep the front leg. We're allowed to use groin kicks. We're allowed to grab, punch. We have a 3-second knockdown rule where you can follow up with a technique. The match runs 2 minutes. Kicks are worth 2 points. Punches are worth 1 point. Since I have you here, I'd like to congratulate Shihan Letuli on his great show with the Bangkok brawl that we had. We had some fantastic knockouts and it was a great show. Congratulations on that, Shihan Letuli. Now getting back to the show here with Sensei Gerald. Sensei Gerald's going to open up first. We're showing you some point getters such as a jumping back fist and then a jump straight in change up punch. Okay. Now this situation, he lines up right side to my right side here. What's going to happen? He's going to judge my distance. After setting me up by going low, he's going to basically just jump in high over the top. Go. Boom. Okay. Do it again. That's offensive. Do it again. Up. Soon. Okay, go in deeper, up, soon. Okay, now he's going to do it defensively. I'm going to charge. He's going to basically go up in the air, boom, and score. In ours, what's happening is he's cocking the arm as do it again. So you can do it slow. He's cocking the arm up and delivering. Okay, now you time that with a great lead straight up in the air. This is what you get. Go. Now I'm going to switch up the opposite way, and he's going to show you an overhead jump punch. Okay? Come over the top. Okay? Right, switch it from this side. And he's going to do it right side. Ready? Go up. It's coming over the top. So now what he's doing, he's checking my lead side. Again, checking the lead side, and then coming over the top. Okay, do a little bit faster, please. Go. No. Okay. Stay in this spot. Ready? One more time. Ready? Go. Now. Okay, good. Okay, next, off the right side, a low-high round kick. This kick is excellent, especially if you're throwing what's called single round kicks. Do a single round kick to my body. Okay? So we're sparring. Do it again. He's setting me up. So notice now what's happening. Getting a head of blocking low. Then he's going to change out low high. Okay? So again, he's setting me low. Okay? He's setting me low. Now once he sees that he's making me bite down, he'll go low high. Go. Okay? Again, go. Set. Go. Okay, good. Next, he's going to show you from a right side plank position, okay, a draw to a side cross. Okay. Again. One more time. Okay, good. Now switch up left, please. Now, counter to when a lot of people go into open tournament circuits as opposed to closed, a lot of closed circuits do not allow you to punch, which is phenomenal. Now, people argue this point with me. Oh, we could punch. Well, they punch, but they don't really call it a point unless you kick, especially some of the closed taekwondo tournaments. JKA tournaments is great. You're allowed to basically fit in the zone here. You're allowed to control the punch. You're allowed to head kick. Now, one of the common movements that you see a lot is what we call a back fist. Guys up, sensei, to reverse punch. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, okay? One more time, take your body down. 1, 2, okay? So now he's working me high, low. Well, how can you defend against that? Well, the first thing that Sensei Gerald did works great if you have good timing. Again, go 1, 2, over the top. Okay, basically, I'm not getting punch in the head. Second thing is I do slow, is I can shift the weight and pick off to the side kick on the bottom. Which kind of ruins your day because that side kick comes from the floor. You notice, come in very slow, please. I can chamber and fire. Or if I feel I'm losing speed, come in, I can just simply angle it straight up. Now watch my body position, because I might look open, but what I'm doing is I'm basically curling everything away. More like a mantis style is what we call mantis kung fu or mountain style kung fu. As he punches at me, I'm closing out, boom, picking him up on the body. Guaranteed it's round. Okay. The other thing that Mr. Bill Wallace, Super Bill Wallace, taught me when I was 18 years old, it should tell you how old I am. How old he is what we call a defensive hook, which is one of the hardest kicks in the business. And what happens here is he punches at me slowly, I lean away, and I'm hooking him over the top. So, Sensei Gerald loves this one. As he comes in, I'm picking it off and coming back. Okay, come in a little bit faster. Now, I can do a combination. It comes straight in, I can go side, chamber, hook. Okay? So again, go side, chamber, hook. Okay, good. Now, guards up position. I do work, draw front. See, I'm going to try and get his guard down. So again, straight edge here. I'm sparring, going front. Just got to do it. Now, I could do a quick draw with the back and then round kick over the top area. Now, there's two ways I can kick. Okay, with the round kick. I can go front, bam. Now when I go to the rear, I can snap it back, or again, draw, redraw, follow through. Okay? If I know he's a heavy hitter, he comes in, I'm not going to take a chance of snapping at his head and just a top tight lap, and then he just comes in and breaks my jaw, which can happen. Okay, watch slow. No, watch slow again. All right, just simply do a front thing. So if I snap it back and I don't hit him, he's got a clear lane reverse punch with you. Boom, he'll follow through. If he goes to the body, he's being a nice guy. Most guys in tournament won't go for your head. So if I snap it back and I don't hit him, he's going to directly come into my jawline. Boom. Okay, let's do this fast. So I control it. Boom, boom, he goes bam. Okay, let's try it again. I go boom, boom, he goes bam. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to follow through. Be careful. I go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to follow through. He's going to jam off his bait. Okay. Back fist draws. We did the back fist to reverse punch. Also, back fist angle draw to the groin. Okay? So, what I'm doing is I'm just going to set him up. It's not from a high guard, it's not where. I can do any type of fakes here. And people will buy something like, hey, okay, coming through. Okay? Right. Okay? I can do a high draw with the lead side, angle sliding, I come in with the rear arm to the groin, then I can ridge hand back to the back of the head. Now, you notice my left hand when I'm doing this, is not drawing his eyes. See, I don't want to be out here going here, because he can see what I'm going to do. I want him to pay sole attention to here, so I can wrap him from the back side. Okay. Now, when I'm resetting to you, I can also draw him. I can draw his guard and make him think I'm going to the groin, and then change out punch with the lead side. And we all got to come with this sooner or later. So what I'm going to do here is my rear hand's going to come out. It's going to draw his guard, that boom, right hand's going to come across. Okay. Angle stepping. Draw punch. I'm off to the side. Okay. Do it again. I'm off to the side. Okay, come in a little bit slower because we're losing our footing here. So now, as he comes in, I put angle step, side, boom, I'm going to follow through. Okay, come in again, angle step out, then run to the ground, then reverse punch. Okay. Throw a high round kick. You see there's a bam trying to come through. That's great if they're not allowed to go and kick. If you're allowed to go and kick in tournament competition, simply rock back and counter going. So when he throws a high round kick, I'm going to go from underneath. If I'm in a street fight, come in again, I'm going to blast him with my shin as hard as I can. Okay, come in lead side kick, angle out, hit the groin area. Sorry about that, Kim. That's Gerald's way. Okay, if he throws a spinning hook kick, okay, angle under. Okay. Spinning hook kick combination is great. So switch right side. Demonstrate a rear roll spinning round kick. Spinning hook kick. Go. Rear, boom, boom. Okay, now go rear roll, full spin. Rear leg round, full spin. Boom, boom. Okay, do it again. Come in left to right. Go. Boom, boom. Okay. Do it again. Go. Boom, boom. Okay, so he's driving me away. Now, as that's happening, I say, okay, well, this guy's kicking low, then he's kicking high. So I'm going to let him throw the first one. If he throws the second one, I'll have it set up for the groin kick. Okay. Second situation, I'm going to say, what about those back fists? How do you throw back fist? How do you block it? Well, not with your chin. He throws the back fist, I'm going to catch it. Just much like a boxer would just slap, boom, counter, slap, boom, counter. Okay? Or again, down and counter back. Okay. So, you got to think to the back fist, like a sidestep and then go back to the ridge. Okay? Back fist again, sidestep, come back to the groin. Back fist again, all faithful, side kick to the wrist and break them. Back. So, for today's point sparring segment, I'd like to thank Sensei Gerald Jackson for assisting. Hope you're okay. We showed you these techniques at about medium speed so you can see what's going on. Hopefully they'll help you out in your point career, sparring, semi-contact, full contact, which you can use in one, you can use in the other, even though people don't say so. A lot of people say, well, how can you use point sparring techniques in regards to full contact? Well, point sparring does teach you a lot of strategy, it does teach you fast movement. Full contact teaches you impact, also trains you on the will to survive in the ring. In point sparring, it's not who hits the hardest, but it's who hits first. This is Shihan Gangi for this segment. Sign off, along with Sensei Gerald Jackson. Thank you. Well, this concludes our show for this segment, for this month. My director, Sensei Ellen Ross, keeps bringing up a point about pool safety. He wants to talk about a little bit about pool safety. Always swim with a partner. Make sure that if you have kids, you watch them at all times. Again, it doesn't not take 5 minutes to run in a pool. It could be as easy as 15 to 30 seconds for a child to go under. If you are around a water area, if you live around a lake, or you have your kids at pool access, make sure they don't know how to swim. Take time. That's one thing you should learn, and if you learn anything in life, is learn how to swim. It will save your life. Kids should be watched at all times, be monitored at all times. If you own a pool, make sure that it is properly gated with gates, so no children can get in there accidentally. Everything is properly guarded. Avoid, if the phone rings, leaving your kids unattended, please. That's one of the #1 mistakes. So people get on the phone, you start talking, you start yapping on that phone, just the way these car drivers do with their phone stuck next to their ear, not paying attention to their kids. I mean, that is very detrimental to everybody. So not let alone think of the emotional problems you'll have going through this after the aftermath. So again, if you're swimming with a child, or if your child is going to swim, make sure they're with proper people, life vest, whatever they need. Have it with them. On today's show, we've seen Sensei Gerald Jackson and myself do some point sparring. Hope that helped you out in getting the point across. We've also seen some knife defense and club defense. When you're working that, take it slow the first couple of times. If you are taping the show, replay it, watch the angle, watch how I shift away from the knife, watch club defense. Kids defense, the kids defense you've seen with against knife and club, those are done over and over and over, and the kids are always told to basically, first and for all, always move away, or if possible, just run away from the situation. Kickboxing segment with Rita Magnani. Watch the ankles, watch the jabs, watch the crosses. Hey guys, you can do this too. Along with this, I'd like to thank Mr. Chuck Norris for coming out for Kick Drugs Out of America, having a great program out of the Horizon. Our show coming up at the Park West, that's July 26th. Again, for tickets, call 1-888, that's toll free, the Kick. It's not going to cost you anything to call, or 847-526-0686 for ticket information. Come down to the Park West. We're going to have a great time. Besides that, it's summertime. Be aware, be prepared. All the prowlers are out there, but it's just nice. Segment in the youth focus with Kyle Sieber.